Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. So, did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
And what did you think?
I thought it was a fun solve.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed it. It had an interesting theme.
Yes.
And just some fun cluing.
Yep.
And, I thought it was a really good Wednesday.
I fully concur. It was by Sam Kopras and Jeff Chen. Mm-hmm. And anytime Jeff Chen's name appears in the marquee, you know you're in for a good time.
He is a crossword aficionado professional.
Mm-hmm.
Just all that on and more.
Yes.
He's quite good.
I just thought the cluing was incredible.
Yeah.
There were so many places where I'm like, oh, that's what you meant there. And
yes.
it wasn't really hard, but it was fun, and it was throughout the entire puzzle. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just like one or two clues.
No.
It was like everywhere. That was sort of this sort of secondary theme of, let's see how many jokey, punny clues we can write.
Most definitely, yes.
Like, for example, 14 across. 14 across was Yogi's accessory. And the answer was Matt.
Yes.
So first of all, you had to figure out which Yogi.
Right.
I naturally go for the bear. And so I wanted it to be picnic basket.
No.
But it turned out to be Matt.
Matt, yes.
Or even six down. Six down was walks or runs. Mm-hmm. And, those sound like verbs to me, but the answer was stat.
That's right. Yeah, that took me a bit, but then when I got it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that was a good one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, we could just go on and on about these. Mm-hmm. One other one that I thought was great. It was 26 down. 26 down was Titan Maker, and so of course I tried to get Uranus and Gaia in the grid. But it didn't fit because the answer was Nissen.
That's right.
So it's like, oh, that kind of Titan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, neat crossword. Mm-hmm. And the theme was clever.
Oh, I thought so. And really, I mean, it looks like it's fairly simple, but it would have taken some doing to get this theme to work. There were 4 themed answers, and the answers themselves were not what made them part of the theme, but there were some circled letters in each of those 4 answers, 2 pairs of 2 circled letters, 2 kind of toward the beginning of the answer and 2 kind of toward the end. And the revealer went right down the middle of the puzzle vertically, and it was 18 down, and it was the natural dividing line on a U.S. map as suggested by these puzzle's circled letters. And if you answered the puzzle correctly, the answer to that was Mississippi, as in Mississippi River, and the circled letters were the abbreviations of many of the states that border the Mississippi, one on one side of the Mississippi and one on the other. So our very own Wisconsin was in the first themed clue.
Yay!
And it was to the right of the M in Mississippi, but then to the left, it was the WI. To the left of that M was IA for Iowa. And that clue itself was very interesting. Chang or Eng bunker, notably. And the answer to that was Siamese twin.
Right.
And I'm like, I wonder if there were any other words that would have the abbreviation of Iowa in Siamese and twin, or Wisconsin in twin. But anyway, so that's what I thought after I got it done. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good that they could take the 2 states that border the Mississippi, take their initials, and find a word that would have both of them in, with the one on the west side of the Mississippi to the left and the one on the right side of Mississippi to the east. So,
yep.
The next one the answer was motor skills, and the MO was circled on the left, the IL on the right, and of course Missouri and Illinois border the Mississippi, and you are adjacent to it. And then we had 45 across. The answer was star witness, and you had AR circled on the left or the west for Arkansas, and then TN on the right for Tennessee. And then finally, the last one, which took me a while, but it was copyright wrongs, which is a great clue when you think about it. And the answer was plagiarisms. And I knew that, but I was not quite sure how to spell it.
Yes.
But anyway, the LA to the left was circled for Louisiana, and the MS on the right was circled for Mississippi, where the Mississippi flows into the Gulf. So anyway, that was the theme. Very, very clever.
Yes.
And I'm glad I knew my geography of the Mississippi, having lived in several of those states now. Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, and Illinois. I've lived in all of those. So I know the Mississippi.
It wouldn't have quite fitted in with the theme, but it would have been amusing if they had if they had delta in the grid at the very bottom.
Or golf.
Or if they just took the black squares and made them look like a delta.
Right.
Which would be pretty tricky.
Or if that M in Mississippi could have started Minnesota, because that's, of course, where it starts.
Right.
In Minnesota.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I still think it was extremely clever.
Oh, it was magnificent. It really was. I liked that, as you say, it was copyright wrongs was plagiarisms. You know, I've never heard of plagiarisms plural, but I bet it's a word.
Yep.
And it's like, well, we need it.
Yep.
So the... let's see, what else was there? Even that 27 across, throwing a ball and grasping a pencil, e.g., was motor skills.
Right.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have thought of that.
No, I got the skills part right away, but then I'm like, oh, which would that be? And then, I got that M, and I thought motor skills.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And that was a debut.
Oh, was it?
Right. Another debut was 3 down, celestial phenomena observed at perigees. Supermoons.
Supermoons. I got the super, but it took me a while to get the moons.
Right. And that first O of moons ran into 32 across Grammy-nominated poet Nikki Blank, and it was Nikki Giovanni.
Right.
Did you know Nikki Giovanni?
I did not, no.
Me neither. Something to look up.
It says she's a poet, so do you think it is that her recording is a poetry, or is her poetry set to music by some famous singer? Or
I don't know.
Interesting to know.
Because Grammy's music, right?
What?
Isn't Grammy music?
Well, it's anything recorded. So
okay.
like books or documentaries or whatever, anything that's recorded for listening, not for watching, but just for listening. So, like Obama won a Grammy for his book. The Audacity of Hope, I think.
Really?
His reading, yeah.
For the reading of it. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there are a lot, because of course I'm a member of Audible, and there are lots and lots of Grammy or Grammy-deserving recordings that I get from them. Let's see. We had 25 across was on its way, and the answer was sent.
Yes.
It's like, yes, it is. Okay, got it.
I love 30 down. The world map is the largest one to date with 11,695 pieces. Lego set.
Right.
Can you imagine what that Lego set must look like?
So I took a look at that Lego set.
Oh, did you?
And it just seems a little unusual. It's a little hard to tell from the picture, but it looks like they give you. First of all, the Legos appear to be round.
Oh,
So they look like little
tiny beads,
little donuts.
Yeah,
Lego donuts, and
then you just put them in a grid.
Yeah, 11,600 plus of them.
Wow!
I can't even imagine. I presume they don't. I don't know if they have any instructions. Put this one over here. I don't know how those instructions would read.
Yeah.
Those Lego instructions are always a pain anyways because they don't believe in language.
Well, I know they have like famous paintings, like they have the Mona Lisa, and they just, because I was just at Legoland over the Memorial Day weekend, they have the Sunflowers by Van Gogh.
Right.
And
Starry Night.
And they have, there's another famous, the Japanese wave, I can't think what that's called, but I actually...
Tsunami?
No. It's an old, like, lithograph of a wave. It's very famous, and from Japan.
That explains why I don't know it. Okay, good.
But, yeah, I once gave that as a gift to one of our children, because they all love Legos. So I thought, well, this is an adult Lego now that they're adults. I thought, well, enjoy that.
Well, I'm looking at Starry Night, and that seems to be made of actual Lego, sort of standard Lego pieces. So for World Map, I don't know if the idea is you're supposed to like put it in a classroom and make 22 small children assemble it for child labor purposes. I don't know.
I don't know. Those are mighty little pieces for small children.
Yes.
So
well, they're small. They're small, and so they go with the small pieces.
Maybe teenagers.
I can't imagine.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yes. I liked 31 Down. That was.
Oh yeah.
Does some creative accounting, spins a tale.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yep.
And 29 Down, let's see, 29 Down was Strand in a Cell, which sounds like, depending on how you want to take it, throw someone in the Huskow and throw away the key, or strand in a cell, as in the correct answer here, which was RNA.
Right.
So just great stuff all over. 49 Down, I for one, and the answer was vowel.
Yes.
Just a great bit of cluing.
Yeah. Another great clue. 28 Down, really killing it, so to speak, on fire.
Yes. Or 66 Across, that was approach, and the answer was manner.
Right.
I think I always, when I see a word, if it could be interpreted as a noun or a verb, I always almost go for the verb.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Just like the one, where we had the walks and runs.
Yes.
And I think of it in the verb as opposed to the noun. And here with manner, or with approach rather, I think of it as...
Right. I thought of that one definitely as a verb, like near or, get close. But no, it was manner. It was a noun.
Yeah. So, a magnificent crossword by Sam Koperwas and Jeff Chen.
Nice job.
Well done. Let us know what you thought about this crossword, listeners. Send us some email, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com, or click on the Send Fan Mail link. That is it for today.
Yep.
We'll be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.